Hey YouTube, it's your boy Black Market. Just wanted to get back with you guys on Sunday just to do a quick weekly review of the market. So I'll talk through a couple different sectors and then we'll go from there. So I've got up the ES. You can see I've got the ES chart up on the daily time frame, and anybody that's active, the week was pretty volatile. You can see looking on the daily time frame, we broke below that 21, and once again you definitely want to have that 21 EMA up, right? Because that's home base for the stock. So you can see we broke below the 21 on the ES. So for the futures, if we look at the SPY, so we look at the overall S&P, you can see there, right? We had a lot of weakness on Friday as well, and that was really driven by the Qs or the tech sector. Because if you look at the tech sector, look how weak tech was, right? Tech's been weak for the past couple days of that week, and then it just got weaker going into the end of the week. But another key thing you want to look at too is if you look at the weekly chart, right? You can see tech's definitely below the 21 on the daily, but if we go down or go up to a weekly chart, you can see that weekly chart really kind of takes out a lot of that back and forth, a lot of that noise, as I like to say it. And you can see we have a perfect pullback on the tech sector for the weekly chart. So you can see that the tech sector, even though it looks weak on the daily chart, it's at a perfect pullback on that weekly to that 21 EMA. So, we could easily right here, like we did in October, pull down to that 21 and then keep trending forward. And we haven't really had a pullback since, October, and then the one before that was September. So it's been a bit before we had that pullback outside of that major reset in March. So if we look at the SPY, we can look at the SPY too. Kind of same thing here. Not as weak as the Qs was last week, so we haven't gotten as close to that 21 on the weekly chart as the Qs has. And then if we look at the ES, kind of the same thing here, right? We're getting that pullback on the weekly chart to that 21. So we could easily drop down to, to the 36.86 range, 36.77 range, and down to that 21. It looks like from that recent pullback in February. That last pullback we had was in November to the 21 there. So I mean, anything can happen next week, but market could definitely flush to the 21 on the weekly chart and continue to go. One thing I look at is tech's leading the market, right? And if we look at the Qs on the daily, we've had some buying pressure come in, and we've had a higher low from that Thursday to Friday. So we could easily move back up on the chart. But if we go to the weekly, you can see on the Qs we definitely had a ton of selling pressure, right? That last week. So, and when I look at charts, I don't necessarily look at buying pressure, a ton of buying volume. I look at where is the selling pressure at, right? The market can continue to go up as long as we have buying in the market, and as long as there's not a ton of selling pressure, regardless of if there's buying pressure above or below that average line, the market can continue to increase, right? You always want to look at, okay, where's the selling pressure at? And last but not least, we'll take a quick peek at the VIX. And you guys can see on the VIX here, remember this is your fear index, right? It was above the 21 there and shot way up. That's when we had a major reset in the market in March. And now you can see on that weekly chart that VIX is kind of just basing right at that 21. So we could easily see more fear coming into the market and a market flush going into next week. But like I said, anything can happen. Don't have any biases going into the week. And like John Carter always says, like he said in his recent book I was reading, when you're playing with the market, and when you're dancing with the market, let the market lead, right? So you want to let the market kind of do its thing and really just take what the market gives you. But yeah, in my next video, I'll be going over some potential setups for the next week, and we'll go from there. If you got any questions, concerns, you know what to do. Hit your boy up, like, subscribe, comment. Talk with you guys later.